Hey everyone, this is Eric Tippett. Today I wanted to talk about the dark side of success. This has been a video that I've wanted to shoot for a long time, but honestly I've been kind of scared and uncomfortable to shoot it because, I'm one that I choose to always be positive. I choose to always talk about the positive and always something that's uplifting to everyone around me. I always want to make sure that I leave somebody uplifted and in more of a positive state than when I first met them or when we first start talking. So this is kind of a different video for me, but I thought this is really important because I've come in contact with it many times, and I notice the bigger I grow, the more success that I have, and I want to share the more guilt, the more uncomfortable, the more haters, especially the more haters, that you really start to come out of the woodworks. And so I wanted to share this video because I want you to become aware of it. I want you to be prepared for when you really start to, as you're working that process and you start to see success and you start to encounter some of these issues, some of these challenges, some of these people that will come into your life and really come across your life in a blink of an eye. And so, one thing that I just want to start off is, I started from a young age. People love to think that you had a silver spoon in your mouth and you must have had money. Money makes money, and so all these rich people always have money, and they started with it where I start with nothing, and I can't. There's no way I can get to where you're at because I have no money, and I can't get there. And that is so false. That is so untrue. That I just want to dispel any of those types of things. I grew up a very simple life, born and raised in Hawaii. My father was a school teacher and an English professor. And I think at that time we were making around $11,000 per year and living in school housing. So I grew up with a very simple but very happy life. With three older brothers. I never wore shoes for probably the first 5-6 years of my life, but no silver spoon in my mouth. Moved to Utah. I graduated high school and drove a Chevy Sprint. I struggled to get girls. Tried to figure out what really was my mission in life and what was I trying to do with my life. I moved to California to go try to pursue being pro in tennis. Failure at that. I mean, it's extremely competitive. Just didn't have the willpower and the drive to play at that level. So my father, felt bad for me and said, hey, let's create a company together, and really gave me a chance to more. And what's funny is when I say give me a job, really an opportunity to go learn. It's so funny. I remember back, I was 18, almost 19 years old, and my father said, let's create a company. You become the sales and marketing arm, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the library every day, and I want you to research these topics for me. And as I look back now, what I realized is my dad, really all he was trying to do is help me understand, because I never liked to read. And I always thought I knew everything, and I don't need to read. I just need to go experience it. I just need to go out there and do it. I don't need to read about it. And so my dad really, this was his way of saying, hey, I want you to go learn. I want you to go study. I want you to invest in yourself and start to understand what value you have to offer the world. And And so I did. I just spent time reading and learning and diving into what what really kind of what value I had that I could start sharing with other people. And this has been a long process, and it's still going to be a long process, and I'm still learning every single day. But as the more success that I get, and I want you guys to understand something, when I shoot these videos and when I show pictures traveling and going to all these different places and meeting different people, and I'm not doing these to try to brag and try to say, look at me, look at what I've done. What I'm really trying to do is, and from the heart, is really inspire others to say, it's possible. You can do it. I'm doing it, and I'm learning, and I'm figuring this out, and I want to share with you that it is possible. And so all these videos that I shoot and all these pictures that I do, I want you to understand these don't come from a place of, look at me, look at how amazing I am, I want you to understand I am trying to live an amazing life, and I'm trying to figure this out, and as I do, I want to share with you how I'm doing it, and things that I'm just coming across, and things that I'm learning, and hurdles that I'm coming across, and challenges that I'm seeing. How do I help you steer clear of those and past those? That was the intent of writing my book, is to help people understand, how did I go from nothing to make millions, to lose millions, to make millions, to a point of bankruptcy, and how do you come out and how do you grow from that? These are all things that I'm learning. This is life. It's my journey. And I share those things to try to inspire you to analyze your life and say, hey, I can either hate this person because he's trying to figure it out and trying to grow, or I can jump onto this journey and I can try to become better, try to evolve, try to grow, try to learn and take action on things that this person is doing. So, the dark side of success, I want you guys to understand there is. And the more success you have, what you're doing is you're starting to make others feel uncomfortable. And the people that truly support you and want to see you successful, you're going to stick right with you. They want to grow with you. They want to be a part of your success. They want to cheer you on and be your biggest cheerleaders during that time as you're growing. And then on the flip side, you're going to notice that there's people that really try to question you. Why do you do these seminars? Why do you keep joining these businesses? You failed. Can't you get it through your brain? You failed. Why do you keep doing that? Just go get a job. Just let's do what we do. Every Tuesdays go to tacos, and every Thursdays we have softball, and we have a great life, right? Why do you keep trying to do this? Why do you keep trying to be so crazy? They try to convince you why the things that you do and why the growth that you're having is not right. You shouldn't do it. Why do you do it? And so you need to become aware of that, and you need to be conscious of those people in your life and those voices in your life. And you need to be able to say, all right, I compartmentalize them in my life, and I understand that they have their opinion. And one thing you never want to do is go back at them. I watch so many people get frustrated and go back on emails and go back on Facebook and go back on Twitter. Like, anybody says anything bad, they immediately go back at them. Nobody wins. Who's going to win? They have their opinion. You have your opinion. Who's going to win? But what I've realized is you need to start to look at, okay, they've got their opinion. I'm kind of interested to hear that opinion. And you know what? They were brought up a different way. I grew up with a different window than you, different values, different morals, different missions. And so, take time to look at the opinions and the views of others, but also compartmentalize them, that they're over here. That it's great, that's great information, that's a great way of looking at things. I appreciate you expressing your opinion. I can't tell you how many, literally hate mail that I've got. And even though, you give your heart and you want to give, how many people literally take that as, hey, I don't need any giving. Hey, oh, look at this guy, Mr. Big Guy, thinking that he's Mr. Big Shot. Let me tear him down. You know what? Great. Keep doing what you do. I'll compartmentalize it, and I appreciate those opinions. But I choose to take the opinions of people that support me, that want to help me grow, want to see my success, and share in that success together. So, this is just a long-winded, heartfelt video that I've wanted to shoot for a long time. Really more just to get it off my chest and help others start to recognize when you get that voice, when you get that chatter of others telling you, no, don't do that. Why do you do that? Why do you do those crazy things? Why do you join this business when you've failed in 2 other businesses? I can't tell you how many times I've failed. And I've had friends, multiple friends, say, why do you keep doing these things? Just go get a job. And in my mind, I couldn't even understand that. Go get a job and do what? And just what? Just work for somebody else and lose my desire, my passion, my excitement for building a life that's unlimited. And so I chose to spend more of my time, chose to go to events, chose to read, chose to go to seminars, chose to do mastermind events, invested time, invested tons, hundreds of thousands of dollars in literally money I didn't have, of learning and becoming more valuable to myself, which is more belief that I have in myself and confidence, and then being able to share that with others. And the value that you increase to others. So the dark side of success, I'm going to talk a lot more about this and get more into just the struggle of success. Everybody loves to talk about the result. Oh, look at all the cars, look at all the happiness, oh my gosh, look at all the trips, look at all this stuff, but they never see the process, the struggle. They never see the depression, how scared you are, uncomfortable you are. Those things it's like people want to hide those, that they're not there, but look at how great I am. But yet behind the scenes, I'm super sad and I'm scared and I'm uncomfortable and I've got haters and I'm guilty of the money and success that I'm seeing, and I don't want to share it because people might come and hate on me. This is all a part of the journey. This is all a part of the process. This is something that just become aware of it, start to get prepared for it, and as you do, you'll start to notice that now that you become aware, you'll start to hear those voices at work, at home, in friends, family, whatever it might be, and you can start to really compartmentalize those, and again, choose the people that you want to be around and that support your success. So lots more to come. I'm really, again, going to shoot kind of my journey of struggle. Not only all of the positive and uplifting and love and happiness and growth and support that I love to do, but I want to share the struggle also that really is real and it happens. So much more to come. Have an amazing day. All those haters, all those people, love you. Thank you so much. You really are the ones that help drive me to become better every day, and I appreciate you for that. So have an amazing day. We'll talk to you soon.